FCCB is proud to partner with Choice 102 for the 44th Annual Scholarship Challenge because they believe inspiring young minds is a mission that extends beyond the classroom. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders, and each has a gift to develop. By supporting local educational programs like Scholarship Challenge, FCCB is making an investment in the future. FCCB, committed to the communities they serve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Dalton Williams, and I'd like to invite you to Williams Toyota of Sayre. We are proud to partner with our community with our continued focus on youth activities, healthcare initiatives, and helping those that need it most right here in the Valley. We offer a friendly, no-pressure atmosphere and make it easy to service your vehicle. You can comfortably wait in our newly renovated lounge with all the amenities to make you feel right at home. So visit us today in Sayre or online at williamstoyotaofsayre.com.
Driving down the road, tuning in my dial, local radio playing songs with style. DJ's voice echoes through the countryside, rhythm and beats taking me for a ride. Yeah, yeah. Local radio, playing those songs, you lift my spirit high. Local radio, on you I rely.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event.
Scholarship Challenge.
Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
Welcome to the 44th Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota of Sayre. Congratulations to the students here today representing your school and community on today's live broadcast from the Sayre Theater. Our contestants today include Athens Silver, who were champions in 1994, 1997, 2001, 2016, 2018, and in our four-way COVID tie in 2020. Also joining us today, Montrose, champions in 2012 and 2013. Northeast Bradford, who is still seeking their first Scholarship Challenge championship, could be this year. Wyalusing joins us today as well, champs in 1989 and part of the COVID tie in 2020. And Waverly's Red Team. Waverly School District was a scholarship champion in 2002, 2006, and 2007. These young adults have worked very hard all year long to earn a seat here at the challenge today, and we're very proud of each and every one of them. Only one of this morning's 5 teams will earn the right to come back for finals on March 16th, a chance at the beautiful Kwasnoski Cup and the first place prize of $3,000 for their school. Since 1981, Scholarship Challenge has awarded $244,775 in prize money from our patrons, sponsors, and radio stations. We'll add $6,500 to that total this year. The top 8 teams will earn cash prizes. 5th through 8th place teams will earn $250 each. The 3rd and 4th place teams will win $500 each. 2nd place prize is $1,500, and the 1st place prize is $3,000. 120 questions are coming your way today on the multiple award-winning Scholarship Challenge, Radigan Media's signature community service broadcast. My name is Dave Radigan of Radigan Media, alongside my wife Irene Radigan. Together, the two of us own these 17 stations, which are bringing you Scholarship Challenge today. Starting with our flagship station here in Waverly, New York, Choice 102.1 FM WAVR, sister station Liberty 960 WATS. Then after that, once we came to own WATS and WAVR after Chuck Carver's retirement, we added WEBO to Scholarship Challenge. And then as our company grew and included 95.3 The Bridge in Towanda, we put Scholarship Challenge on that as well. And over the last year, as we grew to include stations in Elmira like 94 Rock and 99.5 WOKN, we've added that as well. So every radio station that Radigan Media is a part of is broadcasting this event live right now here in the Twin Tiers. We do that because these kids work so hard and they're so good at what they do. And this Scholarship Challenge, created by Chuck Carver, we think, is such a worthy cause that it is deserved to be heard by as many people as possible. In addition to our over-the-air AM and FM broadcasts on 17 signals, today's broadcast can be viewed on the Scholarship Challenge YouTube channel, as well as Choice 102's Facebook page. There's also a new Facebook page that we started a couple of weeks ago called Scholarship Challenge. We ask everybody listening and in our audience here today at the Sayre Theater to take a moment on your phones, find the Scholarship Challenge Facebook page, and please like and follow that to receive updates about Scholarship Challenge. It is a 6-week-long endeavor each year. And this is the second week. It's our pleasure to be back behind the Scholarship Challenge podium to present questions to some of the best and brightest high schoolers from 8 counties on both sides of the state border in this annual battle for the Kwasnoski Cup. Let's meet our first 2 teams on the longest-running radio show in both New York and Pennsylvania, the broadcast that celebrates the power of thought and the magic of the mind. We begin in alphabetical order. It's a cross-valley rivalry here with the Athens and Waverly school districts joining us on stage today. And generally, these school districts enter not one but 2 teams to the challenge each year. Athens, Waverly, Sayre, and now Tioga entering 2 teams this year. And when we have more than one team from a school district, we identify and differentiate those teams by using their school colors. So last week, we had on the challenge the Athens black team and the Sayre blue team. Today we have the Athens silver team and the Waverly Wolverines red team. Somewhere along the lines, Waverly's white team will join us on March 2nd. But we'll begin, to my right, introducing Athens Wildcat silver team captain Mitch Hamilton.
Thank you, Mr. Radigan. My name is Mitchell Hamilton. I'm a senior at Athens Area High School. I'm a member of the soccer and track teams, the president of our National Honor Society, and part of the East Smithfield Federated Church.
Excellent. Thank you, Mitch. And to Mitch's right, my right as well, is Josh Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Radigan. My name is Joshua Martin. I'm a senior at Athens. I'm a member of the football and track and field teams, and I'm also a member of the National Honor Society and Rho Kappa. I'm also a member of the Epiphany Church.
Excellent. Thank you, Josh Martin. And to our right of Josh is Ash Renninger.
Thank you, Mr. Radigan. My name is Ash Renninger. I'm a sophomore at Athens. I have been in Athens music department for 3 years, this year as treasurer and secretary, and I've been in the ASAG department for 2 years. I would like to thank my mom, Mr. Wagaman, and my 2 coaches, Mr. Harris and Mr. Greer. Thank you.
Thank you, Ash. And to our far stage right is Aislinn Thomas. Good morning, Aislinn.
Morning. So my name is Aislinn. I'm a senior at Athens. I am also a part of the ASAG group, and I'm also in the music department, and I will be attending Penn State Altoona for pre-medicine in the fall.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Aislinn Thomas, Athens Wildcats. Along with the Athens Area School District, the team advisors for both Athens black and silver teams are Ian Greer and Nathan Harris. Principal is Bill Clark, and Superintendent Mr. Craig Stage. I want to thank the Athens Wildcats for sending us 2 teams this year to Scholarship Challenge. To my left, across the valley, I see you guys swapped sides because Athens is over there and Waverly is over there, and Athens is sitting here and Waverly is sitting there. See? I told you, cross-valley rivalry. All right, I'm taking the cross thing a little too seriously. We begin by introducing Waverly Wolverines red team captain Roger Webster.
Thank you, Mr. Radigan. My name is Roger Webster. I'm a senior at Waverly High School, and I am actively involved in the leadership crew, National Honor Society, football, bowling, and many more. I plan on attending college to get a degree in communications, and as of right now, I am undecided.
As any good communications major would be. Speaking from personal experience. Thank you, Roger Webster. Cody Weaver.
Radigan. I'm Cody Weaver. I'm a junior at Waverly High School, and I'm among programs with the Wolverine Den, Leadership Crew, many more, and I'm just vibing, man.
You and me both. Thank you, Cody Weaver. Zach Moran.
I'm a junior at Waverly High School. I am a part of hiking club, the soccer team, National Honor Society, and a few more, and I am undecided.
All right, Zach Moran from Waverly Wolverines, red team. Thank you. And all the way to our far left is Dusty Gingrich.
Thanks, Dave. My name is Dustin Gingrich. I'm a junior from Waverly. I'm active in the music program in jazz band and concert band. I go to BOCES for audio media production. I'm going to Mansfield for music technology, a minor in history to be a professor. I'm also playing tennis this year, and I've wrestled and played baseball for most of my life, but not this year, to be able to focus on music.
Excellent. Dusty, do you prefer Dusty or Dustin?
It doesn't really matter.
All right, Dusty Gingrich, Waverly Wolverines red team on our stage left. Thank you for joining us. The Waverly Wolverines team advisors, Ron Chamberlain, Sandy Petrin, school principals, Ashley Hunt, and Superintendent Dr. Eric Knowles. All right. Our judges today, Village of Owego Mayor Mike Barata is back again, and two new judges joining us today, retired school teachers, both from Athens. Is that right? Barb Carl and Susan Searfoss. Thank you, all three of you, for joining us here today. Also down front, our station manager, Sherry Iyer, and Richard Burgess Lines from our marketing department, sipping his coffee. He's got his laptop, and he's supervising you, who's supervising me today. At our back table, news and sports director and Choice 102 morning show host Pat McDonald, WEBO morning show host Matt Lewis, manning the video feed and all the buttons back there for the on-air stuff. And then there's even more buttons next to him with Larry Brown, the creator of this wonderful technical setup we have here. Thank you, Larry, for being here again. And Dean is here as well. Dean is our engineer for the radio station, and he's running our soundboard today. I want to thank the team members of Radigan Media for making Scholarship Challenge possible. It is 11 minutes into Scholarship Challenge. We haven't answered or even asked a single question yet, so why don't we do that? This is the 44th Annual Scholarship Challenge. It's created by Chuck Carver, and it is now underway. On stage, Athens Wildcats, Waverly Wolverines. First round of the day, first set of 10 questions. They're worth 10 points each if you get them correct, and they are a 10-point deduction if you get anything incorrect. Let's begin. Question number 1. Name this tip on growing zucchini from miraclegrow.com. I'm sorry, complete this tip. That's why I put my glasses down. Complete this tip on growing zucchini from miraclegrow.com as if you'd want even more zucchini. Quote, when starting with seeds, they should be sown directly in the garden after all chance of this has passed. Ash Reniger, Athens.
Frost.
Frost is correct. First 10 points of the day. Good job. Give the word that came to English from Latin for a club with a Greek name for college-age women who often share the same house. Cody Weaver, Waverly.
Sorority.
Sorority is correct. Our next 10 points of the day. 2 answers needed. After the Pac-12 College Athletic Conference basically imploded in 2023, partly because USC and UCLA decided to leave for the Big Ten, name the other 2 Pac-12 schools. Roger Webster, Waverly.
Oregon and Washington.
Correct. Waverly takes the lead, 20-10. Question number 4. Begun on September 17th, 1862, the bloodiest day in American history, what Maryland Civil War battle between Lee and McClellan resulted in 23,000 casualties? Time is up on that. Antietam, the answer we were looking for. Question number 5. Spell the word unparalleled, meaning without equal. Mitch Hamilton, Athens Wildcats.
UNPARALLED.
That is incorrect. We'll repeat for Waverly. Spell the word unparalleled, meaning without equal. Zach Moran, Waverly.
Paralleled.
That is correct. Good job. Question 6. Which musical term can either describe the scale of a key or the size of an interval? This type of C scale has no sharps or flats. Dusty Gingrich, Waverly.
Major.
Major is correct. Question 7. The Purus River, P-U-R-U-S, River, a tributary of the Amazon, forms part of the border between Brazil and what country to its west? Josh Martin, Athens.
Argentina.
That is incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Waverly. The Purus River, a tributary of the Amazon, forms part of the border between Brazil and what country to its west? Peru. Question number 8 between Athens and Waverly. Waverly in the lead. As the turbine spins within a hydroelectric power system, what device connected to the turbine produces electricity? Josh Martin, Athens.
Generator.
Generator is correct. Good job. Question 9. This scientist is featured in the John Adams opera Dr. Atomic, where he returns from Washington, D.C. to New Mexico and recalls the John Donne poem that caused him to name his bomb test site Trinity. Name the physicist. Cody Weaver, Waverly.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer is correct. Good job, Cody. Question 10 on round 1. Complete this... That was the time's up for the last question. You're that quick, Cody. Question 10. Complete this sentence from the New York Times History of Brazil. Quote, although Portugal and this country had the 1494 Treaty of Tordesillas that set boundaries for each country in their... Zach Moran, Waverly.
Spain.
Spain is correct. Great job. That's 10 questions down. That's the first round of questions here in this match between Athens Wildcats and Waverly Wolverines red team. It's the red team from Waverly and the silver team from Athens. Score is 60-0. Waverly in the lead. 20 questions left between these two when we come back on the 44th Annual Scholarship Challenge live from the Sayre Theater.
Family of locally owned radio stations.
One of the area's most respected law firms is also a longtime supporter of Scholarship Challenge. Attorneys R. Joseph Landy and Damian M. Rossetti wish all of today's participants a rewarding, positive experience. Founded more than 60 years ago by Robert J. Landy, the Landy and Rossetti law firm specializes in criminal defense, wrongful death, personal injury, estate planning, gas and mineral rights, civil and commercial litigation, real estate, commercial transactions, and family law. Landy and Rossetti on Desmond Street in downtown Sayre.
When you're looking to broadcast your product, service, brand, or event to a large audience, Radigan Media can help.
Whether you need us to solve a short-term problem, manage a campaign, or run your whole marketing department, our team of experts can help you with whatever you need.
With popular FM brands in Corning, Elmira, Waverly, Sayre, Towanda, Owego, and Binghamton, chances are we have the reach you need.
Plus, we now have every mainstream format, from adult contemporary to hot adult contemporary, top 40, country, news talk, classic country, classic hits, and classic rock.
Radigan Media services every demographic, driving results for you. And if you're looking for something super targeted, our full suite of digital products can deliver the exact customer you're searching for.
So for your next event, bright idea, or maybe some brand awareness, start here. 17 signals, one team, locally owned and family operated.
Big enough to work, small enough to care.
Radigan Media.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event.
Scholarship Challenge.
Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
Welcome back to the Sayre Theater. Off to a great start here this morning. We are broadcasting live on all 17 Radigan Media stations. It is 10:20 a.m. Thank you for being here. My wife Irene and yours truly, Dave Radigan, on stage hosting today's event. Only the second and third people ever to host Scholarship Challenge in 44 years, a game that was created by Chuck Carver, who hosted it for the first 42 years. Yep. And who is here today. But that's another story for another time. We are going to break for a moment from questions as we check in with Josh Martin of the Athens Wildcats Silver Team, who's going to read a school biography for us on the Athens Area School District. Josh?
Nestled in the endless mountains of northeastern Pennsylvania, Athens boasts a strong tradition of academic and personal development. Throughout the district, students are offered the luxury of career electives, advanced placement courses, and dual credit courses. Participating in District 4 athletics, Athens has a winning tradition which has produced numerous league, district, and state champions proud to call themselves Wildcats. Activities at Athens are not limited to athletics. Students also participate in a wide variety of extracurricular activities to help them develop into well-rounded, successful students. The Athens Wildcats, with distinctive black and silver, strive to present a positive image for our schools and their communities in all their endeavors. On a fun note, we would like to encourage those here in person and listening from afar to be our guests for the Athens Student Actors Guild production of Beauty and the Beast on April 12th and 13th. Finally, the Athens Scholarship Challenge team would like to thank Superintendent Craig Stage, Principal William Clark, and Assistant Principal David Gabriel for their involvement and support. The team would also like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Radigan and the entire staff at Choice 102 for their support of the school, its events, and the community.
You are welcome. Thank you, Josh Martin, for being here, along with your teammates from the Athens Wildcats Silver Team. A round of applause for the Athens Wildcats. All right, during our first round of 10 questions here between Athens and Waverly, getting us started for the day, we have 60 points on the board for Waverly. They've gone up and down a little bit. Athens has gone up and down a little bit. We're in the negative territory for a little while. Now we're back up to an even 0, but it's 60-0. And, of course, that could always change in any number of questions. We still have 20 questions to go. The next 10 are 10-pointers. And in case you're tuning in today, currently on the stage, Athens and Waverly. The winner of this competition between Athens and Waverly will play Montrose, who's waiting here in the theater, and coming up after that, Northeast Bradford and Wyalusing today. So Northeast Bradford, Wyalusing, Montrose, Athens, and Waverly all playing today in Scholarship Challenge. Let's get back to the questions now. The hard part, pronouncing difficult words for me and coming up with even harder answers to these questions for the kids. It is Scholarship Challenge. Question number 11 on the day. What American author bought his Concord, Massachusetts house, The Wayside, from the Alcotts in 1852, the same year of his novel, The Blithedale Romance, and the year after his The House of the Seven Gables? Time is up. Hawthorne. Nathaniel Hawthorne, the answer we were looking for there. Question number 12. Pencils and paper ready. Your $40 restaurant bill has a helpful line at the bottom to help you figure out the tip. What percentage tip is equal to $7.20 on a $40 restaurant bill? Time is up. 18% tip is $7.20 on a $40 bill. 18%, the answer we were looking for. Question number 13, between Athens and Waverly. In agriculture, this word is an adjective describing the grade of beef between good and prime. What six-letter word that is also a noun meaning both the power to make a decision and the decision itself is commonly used by pro-abortion advocates when describing Aislinn Thomas, Athens.
Choice.
Choice is correct. It's written down right there for you. See, we hide answers all over the stage. Choice 102. Question 14. A hiatal one of these causes part of your stomach to enter your chest, while an umbilical one causes part. Cody Weaver, Waverly.
Cord.
Say again?
Cord.
That is incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Athens. A hiatal one of these causes part of your stomach to enter your chest, while an umbilical one causes part of your intestine to poke out near your belly button. Name this medical condition that requires surgery to stick part of an organ back into its original body cavity. Aislinn Thomas, Athens.
Hernia.
Hernia is correct. Good job. Athens on the board with 20 points now. Waverly's at 50. Question number 15. This state's 20th century Democrat Senator Birch Bayh is credited as the first man ever to write 2 ratified amendments to the U.S. Constitution. Identify this Midwest state that usually votes Republican and is home to former Vice Presidents Dan Quayle and Mike Pence. Josh Martin, Athens.
Nebraska.
Incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Waverly. This state's 20th century Democrat Senator Birch Bayh is credited as the first man ever to write 2 ratified amendments to the U.S. Constitution. Identify this Midwest state that usually votes Republican and is home to former Vice Presidents Dan Quayle and Mike Pence. Time is up. Audience? Indiana is correct. 10 points for the audience. What Roman goddess of love and beauty is featured in a painting by Botticelli?
Aphrodite.
Mitch Hamilton, Athens. Aphrodite is incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Waverly Wolverines. Zach Moran, Waverly.
Venus.
Venus is correct. Good job. He did. All right, question 17 on the day. One of Japanese artists, oh boy. Why don't you all find something to do for a minute? One of Japanese artists, Katsushika. You want to say the next one? Hakusai, yep. Katsushika Hakusai's most famous works is a woodblock printing of a grate, one of what natural phenomenon seen regularly in the ocean? I am so glad.
I was hoping you'd have to repeat
I'm
that.
so glad that nobody got it wrong and that I would have to repeat it for the other team. The Great Wave of, oh God.
Just say the Great Wave.
The Great Wave. Wave is the answer. The Great Wave of Kanugawa. Terrible. Sorry. My bad. I never participated in Scholarship Challenge when I was a kid, by the way. This is my first time here. I'm completely unqualified for this. Give the most common meaning of the text acronym HTH. I never heard of it either. Time is up. Hope this helps. Question 19. Though he lives in exile in India, the Dalai Lama is considered the patron saint of what once independent country controlled by China since 1959? Dusty Gingrich, Waverly.
Tibet.
Tibet is correct. Good job. Question number 20 between Athens and Waverly. Name the U.S. state that saw the massive Galveston hurricane of 1900. In other words, what state is Galveston in? And the answer, audience? 10 more points. God bless Texas. That was for our friends in WOKN land. It is 10:29. That's 20 questions down between Athens and Waverly. Waverly in the lead, 70-0. We have 10 more questions left when we come back, but in round 3, they're worth 20 points apiece. So Athens could still win it. Don't know what's going to happen? We'll find out in the next few minutes when we come back to the Sayre Theater live from the 44th Annual Scholarship Challenge.
Theater on the Radigan Media family of locally-owned radio stations.
At C&N, we know life is full of ands. There's tuition and books, down payments and renovations, car loans and repairs, babies and kids, and more kids. Whether you're just starting out or thinking about retirement, our products, services, and expertise will prepare you for all of life's ands. For a bank that's personal and professional, visit cnbankpa.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Step into a community that understands. The American Legion Post 42 in Towanda, welcoming past and current military members. You've honored your nation. Now serve your community. Join hands with fellow vets. Share stories and make a difference. At the Towanda American Legion, we're more than just a club. We're your second family. We advocate for better pay, improved housing, and proper medical care for veterans. All new members get their first year at no charge. Drop by at your convenience. Let's strengthen our bond of comradeship together. The American Legion Post 42, Towanda. We help get our vets the benefits they earned and deserve.
Tuning in and listening to the news, hearing what's happening with local news across the country or in my town. I tune in to find out what's going down. Hey, hey. Local radio, keeping me informed in my community. Local radio creates unity.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
Thank you, Sean. Sean Caldwell, our voiceover announcer on Choice 102, our flagship station of Scholarship Challenge. At the beginning of the last round, we took a moment to check in with Josh Martin, the bio reader for the Athens Wildcats Silver team. Now we'll take a moment before round 3 to check in with Roger Webster, the captain of the Waverly Wolverines Red team, to learn a little bit about the Waverly Central School District. Roger?
The Waverly Central School District provides a quality educational program for all students. We offer a course sequence in engineering in collaboration with the Rochester Institute of Technology and the nationally recognized Project Lead the Way curriculum. We have expanded our technology department to include agricultural sciences, drone technology, and fabrication, where our students build a race car from start to finish and compete in the National Vintage Race at Watkins Glen. We also offer dual enrollment college courses through the Corning Community College Accelerated College Education Program and through the College Now program at Tompkins Cortland Community College. We offer a full associate's degree program through TC3 alongside a high school diploma. Our students participate in academic competitions including Mathlon, Twin Tiers Quiz League, and of course, Scholarship Challenge. Our fine arts program include digital arts, photography, ceramics, drawing, and painting, in addition to both instrumental and vocal music programs that are among the best in our region. We offer leadership and team-building opportunities with programs such as FBLA, FFA, Leadership Crew, and Student Council. Our athletic programs are diverse and successful with a wide range of participation in every season. Many of our students participate in multiple sports throughout the year. We at Waverly are honored to participate in Scholarship Challenge and would like to wish all the participants good luck.
Thank you, Roger Webster, team captain, Waverly Wolverines Red team, here on Scholarship Challenge. 10:33, quick round of applause for Waverly, please. In addition to showing up early on a Saturday morning, these guys also spend a lot of their lunches and after schools practicing for Quiz League, things like Scholarship Challenge, and this is one of the big competitions for a lot of these school districts that participate, and we appreciate them taking time away from their busy lives to practice for a competition such as this. We've got 2 rounds of questions down between Athens and Waverly, our first 2 contestants on Scholarship Challenge this morning. I have 10 questions remaining. Now, what's different about round 3 is that now correct answers are worth 20 points apiece. However, there is still a penalty. If they get any questions wrong, there is a 10-point penalty for getting anything wrong. So 20 to gain, 10 to lose. The score is 70-0. Waverly is in the lead over Athens. Anything could still happen here in the next 10 questions. If you're not sitting on the edge of your seat yet, you may well be. Here we go. Let's get into our next set of 10 questions between Athens and Waverly. What Edith Wharton title character rides a sled into a tree in a failed suicide attempt? Time is up. Nobody rang in. Ethan Frome. Question 22. Quentin Aaron plays this movie's main character, a boy named Michael O'Hare, who gets a football scholarship. Roger Webster, Waverly Wolverines.
The Blind Side.
In his varsity jacket. You are correct, sir. Question 23. In free space, this quantity equals 8.85 times 10 to the negative 12th power. Excuse me. Yep, I'm going to reread that from the beginning. In free space, this quantity equals 8.85 times 10 to the negative 12 square coulombs per Newton square meter. Identify this parameter represented by the Greek letter epsilon that measures how the atomic charge within an insulating material distorts within an electric field. Permittivity. Question 24. He learns from his father's ghost that his uncle, Claudius, is a murderer. In response, he creates a play based on the story, attempting to make Claudius confess. Name this titled prince. Zach Moran, Waverly.
Hamlet.
Hamlet is correct. Good job. Score is 110-0. Waverly leading over Athens. Question 25. Like some saxophones, this instrument is large enough to require wearing of a neck strap or seat strap to play it. Parts of this instrument include a boot, a butt, and a wing joint that goes from the bottom to the middle, where the reed is attached. Name this long, thin, woodwind instrument that creates tenor or bass tones. Notes. Dusty Gingrich, Waverly.
A bass clarinet?
That is incorrect. We'll repeat for Athens. Like some saxophones, this instrument is large enough to require wearing of a neck strap or seat strap to play it. Parts of this instrument include a boot, a butt, and a wing joint that goes from the bottom to the middle, where the reed is attached. Name this long, thin woodwind instrument that creates tenor or bass notes. Ash Renninger, Athens.
Oboe.
That is incorrect. Answer we were looking for is a bassoon. Question 26. Who was U.S. President when Orville Wright flew over a field near Kitty Hawk, North Carolina? Time is up. Theodore Roosevelt. Question 27. What New Jersey city, once the site of the Miss America pageant, is considered the birthplace of the game Monopoly? Atlantic City. Pencils and paper ready. Find the velocity of a particle moving along the curve y equals t to the third power minus 2t squared plus 3t minus 24 at time t equals 2 seconds. Scholarship Challenge gives you 5 seconds to ring in and 10 seconds to answer, and it took like 4 minutes to read the question. The answer we were looking for, 7 units per second. Question number 29. Give the term ending in ISM defined by the American Sociological Association as an economic system where, quote, private individuals accumulate and invest money, own the means of production, and control profits. Dusty Gingrich, Waverly.
Capitalism.
Capitalism is correct. You got it. Final question. The ancient Spartan soldier, Leonidas, oversaw heroic Spartan efforts against what empire at the battle? Zach Moran, Waverly.
Persian.
Persian Empire. Yep, that's correct. At the end of this match between Waverly and Athens, Waverly wins it with 140 points over Athens. You guys fought hard. You went up, you went down, you went up, you went down. You never gave up. -10 for the final score there, but you guys really played hard today. Mitch Hamilton, Josh Martin, Ash Renninger, and Aislinn Thomas of the Athens Wildcats Silver. Thank you guys for being here today. You did a great job. All right, what's going to happen when we come back from our next commercial break? Waverly is going to stay on stage, and Montrose is going to come up and join us. And the winner of Montrose and Waverly will face off today between the winner of Northeast Bradford and Wyalusing. Still to come on the 44th Annual Scholarship Challenge, live from the Sayre Theater.
You're listening to Scholarship Challenge. We'll be right back with more from the Sayre Theater on the Radigan Media family of locally owned radio stations.
Ready for a financial glow-up? Look no further than Ingersoll Rand Federal Credit Union. We've got great rates for your life. Whether it's for your dream home or a new ride, we've got your back. Easily access your IRFCU accounts with our mobile app. View balances, deposit checks, and move money with just a tap. Your money, your way. Here at IRFCU, we are committed to our community through our financial education programs in schools and free financial counseling for members in need. We're building a stronger community together.
When you're looking to broadcast your product, service, brand, or event to a large audience, Radigan Media can help.
Whether you need us to solve a short-term problem, manage a campaign, or run your whole marketing department, our team of experts can help you with whatever you need.
With popular FM brands in Corning, Elmira, Waverly, Sayre, Towanda, Owego, and Binghamton, chances are we have the reach you need.
Plus, we now have every mainstream format, from adult contemporary to hot adult contemporary, top 40, country, news talk, classic country, classic hits, and classic rock.
Radigan Media services every demographic, driving results for you. And if you're looking for something super targeted, our full suite of digital products can deliver the exact customer you're searching for.
So for your next event, right idea, or maybe some brand awareness, start here. 17 signals, one team, locally owned and family operated.
Big enough to work, small enough to care.
Radigan Media.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
Welcome back to the Sayre Theater here, Scholarship Challenge, 44th year of Scholarship Challenge. Really excited to keep it going here. It's something that we look forward to every year, except for all the hard work part that's involved, but we like doing it. Once we're here, we like doing it. So, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in today, whether you're listening on the radio or watching our video feed on Choice 102's Facebook page or our YouTube channel, which is under Scholarship Challenge. We appreciate you being here. And for those of you listening on the radio, you'll be pleased to know that Ricky just came up and adjusted the banners on stage so they're straight, so that can stop bothering all of you that are listening on the radio right now, because it's been bothering all of us watching the video stream. So. Good job there. All right, up on stage now, Waverly Wolverines' red team is still here after a defeat. They defeated Athens' silver team. Now joining us fresh for the first time today up on stage from Montrose, the Montrose Meteors. We're going to take a moment to introduce them, and we'll start by checking in with team captain Jack Benedict, immediately to my right.
Thanks, Mr. Radigan. I'm Jack Ezra Benedict, a senior at Montrose. I shoot archery, act in the drama club, and play percussion in marching, jazz, and concert band. I'll be attending school for anthropology in the fall.
Great. Thank you, Jack. And to our right, Gage Taylor.
Thank you, Mr. Radigan. I'm a junior at Montrose. I participate in soccer. I'm in AP Club and the National Honor Society. And although I have no college determined, I'm planning on majoring in particle or mathematical physics.
Well, okay then. That's awesome. Thank you, Jeff Pardo. To our far right, Hannah Rebello. I'm sorry, I skipped? That was Gage. Thank you, Gage. Jeff Pardo, you're up next.
Thank you, Mr. Radigan. I am a junior at Montrose. I am in AP Club and the National Honor Society, and I'm currently undecided between engineering and physics.
Excellent. Thank you, Jeffrey. And to our far right now is Hannah Rebello.
Thank you, Mr. Radigan. I'm a junior at Montrose. I'm a part of iSafe, Key Club, AP Club, and Envirothon. I plan on going into civil engineering.
Excellent. Thank you, Hannah. All right, those are your Montrose meet. Their team advisors are Eric Powers and John Kwasnoski. From first, you know. I'm afraid to talk now. Am I good? We got audio going all the places it needs to go? Do we need a break, or do we go on with the show? If you say so. All right. Hey, it's in my contract. I get a certain number of breaks per broadcast. Okay, Eric Powers and John Kwasnoski are team advisors for the Montrose Meteors. Principals Eric Powers, Superintendent Chris McComb. Thank you all from Montrose for joining us here today on Scholarship Challenge. We have some natural reverb happening up here on stage, which is a little distracting, but we're going to go ahead with it here as we have Montrose Meteors and Waverly Wolverines on the stage. 30 questions between these two teams. First two rounds, 10-point questions each. 10 points if you get them right, 10 points off if you get them incorrect. Here we go. Question number 1 between Montrose and Waverly. Circular, band, coping, and hand are all types of what tool found in a wood shop? Cody Weaver, Waverly.
Saw.
Saw is correct. Very good. The reverb is gone. Thank you. Question 2. When it ended in 1899, the U.S. controlled Guam, Puerto Rico, and the Philippines. Identify this conflict that ended the losers. Jeff Pardo.
Spanish-American War.
Montrose. That is correct. Good job. The British defeated Myanmar in 3 wars in the late 1800s and finally made the country a province of what neighboring nation that was then also under British control? Dusty Gingrich, Waverly.
India.
India is correct. Good job. The Twyla Tharp Ballet, Deuce Coupe, uses songs from what classic rock band, including Wouldn't It Be Nice and Catch a Wave? Audience? Beach Boys is correct. 10 more points for the audience. Your points, by the way, accumulate throughout the whole day, so you guys are doing good. Question number 5 between Montrose, Waverly, and occasionally the audience. What classic Mary Shelley story tells of a doctor who creates... Jack Benedict, Montrose.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is correct. Good job. Question 6. Each light ray that hits a curved mirror includes what point in the path it travels? Time is up. The focus is the answer we were looking for. Question number 7. When putting together a high school yearbook, what phrase or sentence underneath a photo explains who's in the picture and why? Jack Benedict, Montrose.
Caption.
Caption is correct. Good job. Montrose currently in the lead, 30-20 over Waverly. Question number 8. This word from the Greek for measuring through describes a special case of the term chord, where the 2 points of the chord are the farthest away from each other across a circle. Give the geometry term for the line through the center. Jack Benedict, Montrose.
Diameter.
Diameter is correct. Good job. Question 9. 6 of his albums have gone platinum, including Night Train and Old Boots, New Dirt. Name this country's singer. Roger Webster, Waverly Wolverines.
John Party.
Incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Montrose. 6 of his albums have gone platinum, including Night Train and Old Boots, New Dirt. Name this country's singer who hit number 1 again in 2023 after CMT pulled the video for his song Try That in a Small Town. Ricky? You got it. 10 points for Ricky. Good job. Question number 10. Part of Chopin's Piano Sonata in B-flat minor is sometimes played at what solemn occasion? Cody Weaver, Waverly.
Funeral.
Funeral is correct. Good job, Cody. And at the end of round 1 between Montrose and Waverly, Montrose now leads 40-20. I've got 20 questions left when we come back here on the 44th Annual Scholarship Challenge.
Radigan Media family of locally owned radio stations.
Now is the time to tackle debt with the Guthrie Community Credit Union. Transfer high-interest balances to a GCCU Visa credit card and save. Guthrie's Visa credit card features 0% APR for 12 months with no balance transfer or annual card fees. It could be a great way to consolidate and pay off high-interest debt sooner and for less. Apply online at GuthrieFCU.org and start your journey towards financial freedom. Certain restrictions apply. Membership eligibility is required. Guthrie Community Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender.
Effective ads grabbing my attention. Commercials so good, they deserve a mention. Local radio hits power shows every day, making businesses grow. Hey, hey. Local radio works so well, makes me wanna buy. Local radio, boosting our businesses into the sky.
More than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio each month for news, weather, and emergency information. A new bill in Congress would make sure AM radio remains in cars, because when cell and internet services are down, this free service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to support the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
Welcome back to the stage here at the Sayre Theater, owned and operated by 501c3 Bradford County Regional Arts Council. Thank you to them for having us here, and Executive Director Jessica Saviano and Theater Manager Sarah Brackle for hosting us at the Sayre Theater today, and their incredible team. Pleased to be here. Of course, huge thanks to FCCB and Williams Toyota of Sayre for being our lead sponsors here of Scholarship Challenge once again this year. I have Montrose Meteors and Waverly Wolverines red team on the stage with me. Montrose is in the lead over Waverly, 40-20. And we have done 10 questions so far between these two. We go into our second round now, where the points continue to be worth 10, or where the questions continue to be worth 10 points apiece. Before we get into our next set of questions, we are going to stop to check in with Montrose Meteor's Hannah Rebello, who's going to tell us a little bit about the Montrose School District.
The Montrose Area Junior-Senior High School is the largest high school in Susquehanna County, with 560 students, grades 7 through 12. Montrose Area High School offers over 20 dual enrollment courses, 9 advanced placement courses, and a variety of honors courses. Montrose Area offers a large variety of academic, athletic, and co-curricular opportunities and has had a noteworthy amount of success in recent years with its archery, cross-country, girls soccer, and instrumental music programs in particular. Most recently, our boys and girls cross-country teams won district titles, our girls soccer team played in the district championship, a member of our girls tennis team finished second in the district, and numerous musicians have qualified for regional competition. Montrose Meteor student athletes participate in 15 different sports, and our NASP archery teams and individuals are among some of the best in the nation. The school sponsors numerous organizations such as Student Council, SAD, Avidum, Drama Club, Future Business Leaders of America, Envirothon, and Ski Club. Service to others is important to Montrose, and multiple organizations promote interaction with younger students and others in the community. Key Club, National Honor Society, the iSafe student team, and Friends of Rachel are active, volunteering in and out of school. Montrose is currently one of the highest-ranking high schools in the region and has been honored as a U.S. News and World Report Best High School for the last 6 years. Above all, the goal of the faculty, staff, and administration of Montrose is to help our students learn more, do more, and be more.
Very good, Hannah Rebello. Thank you very much for the Montrose Meteors. Round of applause for them. They're one of our furthest traveling teams to join us here on Scholarship Challenge. Appreciate you guys coming back year after year after year. Into round 2 now, 10-point questions between Montrose and Waverly. Again, the score, Montrose in the lead 40-20 over Waverly. Let's see what happens in the next 10 questions. In the 1920s, it was a fad for people to sit on top of what object for days at a time, presumably having food and drink sent up to them? Sounds like a bad radio promotion, doesn't it? Flagpole sitting. Question 12. In astronomy, it is defined as having a photon energy greater than 100,000 electron volts. What type of radiation created from radioactive decay is most commonly stopped by a lead shield before it damages your body and is named for the and is led by where? Yep, I'm going to start from the beginning. Sorry about that. In astronomy, it is defined as having a photon energy greater than 100,000 electron volts. What type of radiation created from radioactive decay is most commonly stopped by a lead shield before it damages your body and is named for the third letter of the Greek alphabet? Gage Taylor, Montrose.
Gamma ray.
Gamma is correct. Question 13. Give the word that came to English from German for a rigid blimp-like airship named Jack Benedict, Montrose.
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin is correct. Good job. What Minnesota city that is home to the Mayo Clinic shares its name with the city in upstate New York that is both home to the Eastman School of Music and the birthplace of the Eastman Kodak Company? My hometown, Rochester, New York. Question 15. Augustus Jaeger was the dedicatee of the Nimrod section of this composer's Enigma Variations. Name this British composer of the Dream of the Gerontius and Pomp and Circumstance. Sir Edward Elgar, E-L-G-A-R. Question 16. The southwest tail of the country of Thailand is connected to what Asian country that Gage Taylor, Montrose.
Malaysia.
Malaysia is correct. Good job. Question 17. Identify the U.S. constitutional amendment that requires government to pay property owners if taking their land by eminent domain. Jack Benedict, Montrose.
Third Amendment.
What's that? No, that is incorrect. Judges, do we have that?
Is that incorrect? I'm going to confer with them.
Yeah, is that the correct answer on our sheet? Occasionally this happens here where we just double check our work here and we give the judges that is correct. What we have on our answer sheet is the correct one, right? So ringing in here, the answer they gave was incorrect. All right, so what I'm going to do then, just want to make sure. We are going to then repeat the question for Waverly. Identify the U.S. constitutional amendment that requires government to pay property owners if taking their land by eminent domain. No takers on that the second time around. The answer we were looking for is the Fifth Amendment. Had our judges double check that. All right. Question number 18 between Montrose and Waverly. This object contains 4 types of RNA. Under an electron microscope, it can be seen to lack a limiting membrane of its own. Name this largest organelle within a cell's nucleus that has no chromosomes and whose function is to create ribosomes. No takers. Nucleolus is the answer we were looking for. Question 19. What Filipino dictator whose wife, Imelda, was known for her incredible shoe collection, ruled the country from 1965 until his ouster in 1986? Ferdinand Marcos, the answer we were looking for. Question 20 between Montrose and Waverly. Montrose in the lead, 60-20. What fictional mouse undergoes surgery to increase his intelligence? The effects wear off to the sadness of a man named Charlie. Jack Benedict, Montrose.
Algernon.
Algernon is correct. Good job. All right. That brings us to the end of round 2 between Montrose and Waverly. Montrose is in the lead, 70-20. When we come back, 10 more questions. This time they'll be worth 20 points apiece on the 44th Annual Scholarship Challenge. Stay tuned.
This is the award-winning Scholarship Challenge on WATS Sayre, WAVR-FM Waverly, WEBO Owego, WTTC-FM Towanda, WTXW Towanda, WOKN-FM Southport, WLBY Elmira Heights Horseheads, and WELM Elmira. A presentation of the locally owned and operated Radigan Media Group and this station.
FCCB is proud to partner with Choice 102 for the 44th Annual Scholarship Challenge because they believe inspiring young minds is a mission that extends beyond the classroom. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders, and each has a gift to develop. By supporting local educational programs like Scholarship Challenge, FCCB is making an investment in the future. FCCB, committed to the communities they serve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Dalton Williams, and I'd like to invite you to Williams Toyota of Sayre. We are proud to partner with our community with our continued focus on youth activities, healthcare initiatives, and helping those that need it most right here in the Valley. We offer a friendly, no-pressure atmosphere and make it easy to service your vehicle. You can comfortably wait in our newly renovated lounge with all the amenities to make you feel right at home. So visit us today in Sayre or online at williamstoyotaofsayre.com.
Driving down the road, tuning in my dial. Local radio playing songs with style. DJ's voice echoes through the countryside. Rhythm and beats taking me for a ride.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
That's us. Thank you for being here today, whether you're joining us in person in the Sayre Theater. Appreciate our in-theater audience for being here today to cheer on these students. Of course, you're all welcome, those of you out in Radio Land, to join us here at the Sayre Theater. It is free admission to come in to the main theater here at Sayre and watch Scholarship Challenge. Unlike a movie, you don't have to be here at the very beginning and you don't have to stay till the very end. You can come and go from the theater as you like, and concession stands are open, and all concession stand sales, that money goes right to the BCRAC, which is a nonprofit organization that runs the Sayre Theater and the Keystone Theater in Towanda. Pleased to be here today as we continue our Scholarship Challenge, year number 44. This is our second broadcast day. We started last Saturday and we'll resume again 2 weeks from today with rounds 3 and 4. We're off next weekend. It's President's Day weekend, and a lot of the school district advisors felt that that might be a attendance conflict for a lot of students who may have plans with their families next weekend. So next weekend we will not be here, but we'll be back in 2 weeks, all the way through March 16th for finals of Scholarship Challenge. I've got 10 questions left between Montrose and Waverly. They're worth 20 points apiece. Current score is 70-20. Montrose is in the lead over Waverly. Let's see what happens as we work our way through the end of this round now with these next 10 questions. Question number 21. What Greek god of terror and panic is the namesake of one moon of Mars? Deimos. The answer we were looking for. Question 22, pencils and paper ready. For the equation y equals 2x, like 2 to the x power, plus 8, y equals 2 to the x power plus 8, give the value of x for which y equals 8.125. Jack Benedict, Montrose Meteors.
1/8.
Incorrect. I'll repeat for Waverly Wolverines. For the equation y equals 2 to the x plus 8, give the value for x, or give the value of x for which y equals 8.125. Time is up. -3, the answer we're looking for. Question 23. It is one of the German language's 4 grammatical cases, along with accusative, dative, and genitive. Name this grammatical case exemplified by the personal pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, and they, the case commonly used for the subjects of sentences. Jack Benedict, Montrose.
Pronouns?
Incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Waverly. It is one of the German language's 4 grammatical cases, along with accusative, dative, and genitive. Name this grammatical case exemplified by the personal pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. The case commonly used for the subjects of sentences. Time is up. Nominative case. Question 24, pencils and paper ready. 2 moles of ammonium nitrate, NH4NO3, can be decomposed into 2 moles of N2, 1 mole of O2, and how many moles of water? Time is up. The answer we were looking for, 4. Question 25 between Montrose and Waverly. He was the first teenager to defeat his country's legendary Rafael Nadal on clay. Name this young Spanish tennis great who won his first Wimbledon in 2023 over Novak Djokovic. Time is up. Carlos Alcaraz. Question 26. Give the common two-word nickname for the Rembrandt painting, The Shooting Company of Frans Banning Koch and Willem van Ruytenberg. Night Watch. Question 27. In John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men, what physically strong but mentally handicapped man, Zach Moran, Waverly.
Lenny.
That is correct. Score is 50-40. Montrose leads Waverly by a smidge. 20-point questions, 3 of them left. This man who left the Nation of Islam in 1964 and had an let me start from the beginning. This man who left the Nation of Islam in 1964 had an autobiography published after his death that was ghostwritten by Roots author Alex Haley. Give the most popular name of this black civil rights activist shot to death in New York City's Audubon Ballroom in 1965. Nobody rang in. The answer we're looking for, Malcolm X. 2 questions left now. 50-40 is the score. Montrose in the lead over Waverly. What conservative who privatized the British Postal Service and resigned after successfully getting Britain to leave the European Union returned as Britain's Foreign Secretary in 2023? David Cameron. Last question between Montrose and Waverly. This author's work in finding the long-lost crown jewels of his native Scotland earned him the title Sir in 1820. After writing most of his famous works like The Bride of Lammermoor and Rob Roy, he went bankrupt when a banking crisis destroyed his publishing business. Name the author of the novels Waverly and Ivanhoe. Time is up. Sir Walter Scott. Congratulations, Montrose. Round of applause from the audience. That was a close one. Montrose has just defeated Waverly by only 10 points, 50-40 final score there. Waverly Wolverines red team, Roger Webster, Cody Weaver, Zach Moran, Dusty Gingrich. You guys have been on stage all morning. You have fun up here on Scholarship Challenge today?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Great to have you here. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you joining us on Scholarship Challenge today. It is 11:12. We are going to go to break, and when we come back, we will have 2 fresh teams on the stage. Northeast Bradford and Wyalusing will join us on stage. The winner of that match will play against Montrose. Now would be a bad time to go home, Montrose. Stick around. We've got more competition coming up with you guys here in just a little bit. It is Scholarship Challenge. We're live at the Sayre Theater.
You're listening to Scholarship Challenge. We'll be right back with more from the Sayre Theater on the Radigan Media family of locally owned radio stations.
One of the area's most respected law firms is also a longtime supporter of Scholarship Challenge. Attorneys R. Joseph Landy and Damian M. Rossetti wish all of today's participants a rewarding, positive experience. Founded more than 60 years ago by Robert J. Landy, the Landy and Rossetti law firm specializes in criminal defense, wrongful death, injury, estate planning, gas and mineral rights, civil and commercial litigation, real estate, commercial transactions, and family law. Landy and Rossetti on Desmond Street in downtown Sayre.
When you're looking to broadcast your product, service, brand, or event to a large audience, Radigan Media can help.
Whether you need us to solve a short-term problem, manage a campaign, or run your own marketing department, our team of experts can help you with whatever you need.
With popular FM brands in Corning, Elmira, Waverly, Sayre, Towanda, Owego, and Binghamton, chances are we have the reach you need.
Plus, we now have every mainstream format, from adult contemporary to hot adult contemporary, top 40, country, news talk, classic country, classic hits, and classic rock.
Radigan Media services every demographic, driving results for you. And if you're looking for something super targeted, our full suite of digital products can deliver the exact customer you're searching for.
So for your next event, bright idea, or maybe some brand awareness, start here. 17 signals, one team, locally owned and family operated.
Big enough to work, small enough to care.
Radigan Media.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
Welcome back to Scholarship Challenge, live from the Sayre Theater. This is the second broadcast day of Scholarship Challenge in this 44th year. We started last Saturday, continue this Saturday. We'll take next Saturday off for President's Day weekend, and then we'll resume again the following Saturday, 2 weeks from today, all the way through March 16th when we'll do finals. The Saturday before that, we'll take a break from high school to do middle school challenge. And the qualifiers will happen between now and then. We are working our way through the bracket today, which you can find on Facebook under the Scholarship Challenge page. Appreciate it if you take a moment to like and follow that page, Scholarship Challenge. We've given it its own page now. Previously, it's lived off of the Choice 102 page, but now that we simulcast this event on numerous Radigan Media stations, it became appropriate for Scholarship Challenge to have its own following as well. So Scholarship Challenge Facebook page, if you're enjoying today's broadcast, please like and follow that on Facebook. You can follow along our bracket here today. And if you'd like, under round 2, February 10th, we've had Athens Silver and Waverly Red against one another so far today. The winner of that match was Waverly. They went on to play Montrose. Montrose won that round just a moment ago, and now two fresh teams on the stage, Northeast Bradford and Wyalusing. The winner of this match between Northeast Bradford and Wyalusing will play Montrose, and the winner between those two teams will go on to finals March 16th, and all of that will happen before the end of this broadcast here in about the next hour and 15 minutes or so. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us in the theater. Thank you for watching us online. The Scholarship Challenge YouTube channel, as well as the Choice 102 Facebook page. We were hoping to stream the video of today on the Scholarship Challenge page, but Facebook said that our page is too new and you can't go live yet, so whatever. That's all I got on that. Let's get into some Scholarship Challenge. We need to meet the teams that are up on stage. They're brand new, fresh teams to our stage today and this year. So let's begin in alphabetical order with Northeast Bradford Panthers. To my left, team captain Ed Eastman.
Thank you, Mr. Radigan, and good morning, everyone. I am Ed Eastman, a sophomore at Northeast Bradford, and I attend the West Warren Congregational Church. I play soccer for the school, and I enjoy juggling and playing chess.
Excellent. Thank you, Ed. It's nice to have you here up on stage. Next to Ed on the left is Kaya Frazier. Good morning, Kaya.
Good morning. Thank you. My name is Kaya Frazier. I'm a junior at Northeast Bradford High School, and I'm a member of SGA and NHS. I hope to pursue a career in orthodontics or dentistry in the future. And my favorite hobbies involve reading and spending time with my friends.
Excellent hobbies. Thank you, Kaya. To our left, Lila Hughes.
Thank you. I'm Lila, and I'm a junior at Northeast Bradford. I play varsity basketball, and I run varsity track and cross country. I'm a member of the Student Government Association and NHS. I would like to major in biochemistry to move towards a career in orthodontics.
Excellent. Thank you, Lila. And to our far stage left is Ryan Jones.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Ryan Jones, and I'm a junior at Northeast Bradford. I'm very active in the district, being the president of my class, a treasurer of the National Honor Society, and a member of the Student Government Association. I also run varsity cross country as well as varsity track and field. I've competed twice at the district championship for track and at the state championship 3 times for cross country. After high school, I plan to pursue a degree and career in electrical engineering.
Very good. Ryan Jones, Northeast Bradford Panthers. Alternates on that team are Jaden Fox, who we'll be hearing from in a little while. We'll be reading the school bio for Northeast Bradford when we get to that in just a little bit. School superintendent is Matt Holmes. Principal is Amy Brown. Team advisor is Melissa Tewksbury for the Northeast Bradford Panthers. Now we switch our focus to the Wyalusing Rams and their team captain, who also happens to be a Tewksbury, Trennan Tewksbury, the team captain of Wyalusing.
Thank you, Mr. Radigan. I am Trennan Tewksbury. I am a junior at Wyalusing Valley High School. I am a member of the cross-country and track and field sports teams. I am in senior high chorus, early morning jazz, and a member of NHS.
And is your mother the advisor for the Northeast Bradford Panthers?
Yes, she is.
Where are you, Melissa? Sitting in the front row, right in the middle between the two. Hard day for you, huh, Melissa? It's a divided house right now is what's happening. Well, happy to have you both here. Trennan Tewksbury is the captain of the Wyalusing Rams, and to his right, and mine as well, is Megan Salzman. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning. Thanks, Mr. Radigan. I'm Megan Salzman, and I'm a freshman in Wyalusing High School. And I'm in the music programs as I'm in concert band, marching band, and chorus, and I'm also on the cross-country team.
Excellent. We're pleased to have you here this morning, Megan. Thank you for joining us. Cody Ray.
Hello, I am Cody Ray. I am a sophomore at Wyalusing High School, and I am in orchestra, band, marching band, district band, and I am on my way to regional band.
You like bands? Excellent. Well, Cody, thanks for being here. And to our far stage right this morning from the Wyalusing Rams, Addison Bly.
Thank you. I'm Addison Bly. I am a sophomore at Wyalusing. I'm an active member in FBLA and Leo Club. I play on both varsity soccer and softball and hope after high school to pursue a career in medicine.
Excellent. Addison Bly, thank you for joining us from the Wyalusing Rams. Alternates on the team, Jack Fisher. Advisor, Nick Marbaker. Principal, Gary Otis. And superintendent is Gary Otis, the Wyalusing Rams. School colors are green and gold. Thank you, Wyalusing Rams and Northeast Bradford Panthers, for joining us here today at Scholarship Challenge. All right, it is time to get into some questions now. The first 10 questions of 30 will do between these two teams. These are 10-point questions. Here we go. He toured the U.S. with the midget General Tom Thumb and the Swedish soprano Jenny Lind. Name this businessman credited with saying, "There's a sucker born every minute." Lila Hughes, Northeast Bradford.
P.T. Barnum.
P.T. Barnum is correct. Good job. When a wounded soldier is in great pain and near death, he may beg someone to administer a coup de grace, or a final blow that will kill him. Spell the 3-word French phrase coup de grace, leaving out the circumflex in the final word. You're going to make me spell it? Even in front of me, it's hard to spell. All right. C-O-U-P space D-E space G-R-A-C-E, coup de grace. 10 points for me. All right. Question number 3. Though he guarded the coats of those who stoned St. Stephen, this man became a zealous Christian after speaking with Jesus on the road to Damascus. Ed Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
Paul.
Paul is correct. Good job, Ed. Give the term for the clear layer put on top of a finished oil painting. Lila Hughes, Northeast Bradford.
Varnish.
Varnish is correct. Question 5. The Scott Odell novel, Sling Down the Moon, is... Yep, you're right. The Scott Odell novel, Sing Down the Moon, is set among what Native American tribe whose long walk saw them removed from their Arizona land in the 1860s? Navajo. Question 6, pencils and paper ready. As an integer, what is 3 times 10 to the 4th power minus 4 times 10 to the 3rd power? Kaya Frazier, Northeast Bradford.
26,000.
Absolutely 100% correct. Great job. You get 5 seconds to ring in on Scholarship Challenge. She rang in at about 4.5 seconds, which was perfect, right before the buzzer. And then you have 10 seconds to answer. So sometimes with those difficult questions, that's the way to get yourself a full 15 seconds to get your answer done. Good job. Well played. All right, question number 7. Give the pair of correlative conjunctive... Give the pair of correlative conjunction words that best fills in the 2 blanks in the next sentence. I would like blank sugar and blank cream in my coffee, please. It doesn't taste right if one of them is missing. Time is up. I would like both sugar and... Is that right, guys? And?
Yeah.
I would like sugar and cream in my coffee, please. Yeah. It doesn't taste right if one of them is missing. I told you I'm not qualified to host Scholarship Challenge. I'm just a morning show DJ. I don't write the questions either. All right, nobody rang in, nobody won or lost any points. We're going to move forward there. Question number 8. Identify the chemistry lab technique of slowly adding acid to a base until the base is completely neutralized. Trenton Tewksbury, Wyalusing.
Buffering.
Incorrect. We'll repeat for Northeast Bradford. Identify the chemistry lab technique of slowly adding acid to a base until a base is completely neutralized. Kaya Frazier, Northeast.
Titration?
Titration is correct. Question 9, identify the penalty given when a soccer referee issues a caution. One more results in ejection. Ed Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
A yellow card.
Yellow card is correct. Good job. Question 10, part of the St. Regis building in Chicago opened in 2023 as what type of establishment owned by Marriott? A hotel. That is 10 questions between Wyalusing and Northeast. The score is 60 to -10. Northeast is in the lead over Wyalusing. 60 to -10. Northeast Bradford in the lead. At only 10 questions in. It's been a very active first round. Looking forward to the second round. More 10-point questions coming up next here on Scholarship Challenge.
You're listening to Scholarship Challenge. We'll be right back with more from the Sayre Theater on the Radigan Media family of locally owned radio stations.
At C&N, we know life is full of ands. There's tuition and books, down payments and renovations, car loans and repairs, babies and kids, and more kids. Whether you're just starting out or thinking about retirement, our products, services, and expertise will prepare you for all of life's ands. For a bank that's personal and professional, visit cnbankpa.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Step into a community that understands. The American Legion Post 42 in Towanda, welcoming past and current military members. You've honored your nation, now serve your community. Join hands with fellow vets, share stories, and make a difference. At the Towanda American Legion, we're more than just a club. We're your second family. We advocate for better pay, improved housing, and proper medical care for veterans. All new members get their first year at no charge. Drop by at your convenience. Let's strengthen our bond of comradeship together. The American Legion Post 42, Towanda. We help get our vets the benefits they earn and deserve.
Tuning in and listening to the news, hearing what's happening with local views. Across the country or in my town, I tune in to find out what's going down. Hey, hey, local radio, keeping me informed in my community. Local
From the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. By FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
Welcome back to the stage of the Sayre Theater this morning in a beautiful downtown, lovely borough of Sayre, Pennsylvania, just on the state line here, where we bring you Scholarship Challenge today. Two teams up on stage with us right now. Wyalusing Rams and Northeast Bradford Panthers. We happen to be spending our time in the Commonwealth for this match. And we are going to take a moment before we ask and answer more questions to learn a little bit about the Northeast Bradford Panthers. And to do that from our floor mic, the wireless mic here in the orchestra pit, joining us is Northeast Bradford Panthers team alternate Jaden Fox. Oh, we're going to be on stage. It's bit it? Okay. Well, guess what, Jaden? You get to use my microphone. Welcome to the podium. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Come on up. You stand right here. Don't look at all these answers.
Okay.
Just kidding. There's no answers on this page.
Northeast Bradford Junior-Senior High School, located in Bradford County, Pennsylvania, is home to some 400 students ranging from grades 7 through 12. The district may be very small and rural, but this does not hinder the school or the performance of its students. The school offers advanced placement as well as rigorous courses in every discipline. We offer a wide range of extracurricular activities such as Outstanding National Honor Society and FFA chapters, Student Government Association, SAD, and the Spark After School Program. As for athletics, the Panthers enjoy many successes with both the girls and boys cross-country teams, winning districts and qualifying for states.
It's not you. It's the podium that makes it.
I told you're doing phenomenal. Here,
See?
we'll
See?
just do
It's
this.
not just
Here,
me.
look.
It's
What do you
this
think I don't
podium.
talk? See, you're doing a great job.
The girls basketball team has won the NTL title for the past 5 years. Additionally, Northeast Bradford has sanctioned girls wrestling and has a growing team. Northeast Bradford has a very involved music and drama department whose most recent production of The Wizard of Oz was a rousing success. I am proud to go to this small school with a big heart, and we as a team are excited to participate in Scholarship Challenge. We would like to thank the Radigan Broadcasting Group and the sponsors of this excellent activity for local high school students.
Good job. You did a good job.
Jaden Fox, team alternate for Northeast Bradford Panthers. Thank you for telling us a little bit about that school district. All right, as Casey Kasem would say, on with the countdown. We are going to continue on with our next round of questions here between the Wyalusing Rams and Northeast Bradford Panthers. The score currently, Northeast Bradford is in the lead, 60 to Wyalusing -10. Plenty of time to go here. We've got 10 questions at 10 points each. Then we've got 10 more questions at 20 points each. So anything could happen. Let's see what happens next. Question number 11. What U.S. state's lowest point above sea level is the Red River of the North at its border with Manitoba? North Dakota. Question 12. He made the movie Spartacus with Kirk Douglas. His films after that included Dr. Strangelove and The Shining. Name this director, most famous today for his Vietnam film Full Metal Jacket and his classic astronaut film 2001, A Space Odyssey. Audience, any guesses? Stanley Kubrick is correct. 10 more points for the audience. Good job. 13. Question number 13. This composer was given a year's leave by Joseph II to write the first opera ever performed at La Scala in Milan. I had to not say Milan just now because we're right north of Milan. Anyway, in Milan. In his final years, he taught the future composers Beethoven and Schubert as well as Franz, a son of his rival Mozart. Name this Italian composer accused of poisoning Mozart in the movie Amadeus. Antonio Solieri. Question 14. What first British colony on the east coast of Australia is named partly for a current area of the United Kingdom and includes Sydney, which is Australia's largest city today? New South Wales. Question 15. Measured in joules per gram degrees Celsius, what two-word quantity is the amount of energy that must be added to an object to create a 1 degree increase in the object's temperature? Heat capacity. Question number 11. Give the real estate term for a person who lives in a rental house. Ed Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
A tenant.
That is correct. Pencils and paper ready. Angle X is between the base of a right triangle and its hypotenuse. As a fraction, give the value of cosine X if the base is 5 and the height is 12. Time is up. 5/13. Question 18. Irish author Jonathan Swift's character Lemuel Gulliver visits some fictional lands, including what island where the people are less than 6 inches tall? Lilliput. Question 19. Jeanette Rankin was the only member of Congress to vote against declaring war on Japan after what December 1941? Ed Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
The attack on Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor is correct. Good job. The federal government uses this restaurant chain to estimate the strength of major storms in the southern U.S. If it can still serve breakfast food, the area's Megan Saltzman, Wyalusing Rams.
Waffle House.
That is correct. How did you know that?
Because she's smart. Because she's on Scholarship Challenge.
That's really good. Wow. Huh. Okay. I didn't know that. All right. The score is 80-0. Northeast Bradford is in the lead over the Wyalusing Rams. We have completed 20 questions. That's 2 rounds. There's a third round left between these two teams, and the point values go up to 20 per correct answer. So 20-point questions coming up next. Anything could still happen here between Northeast Bradford and Wyalusing on Scholarship Challenge. We'll be right back live from the Sayre Theater.
You're listening to Scholarship Challenge. We'll be right back with more from the Sayre Theater on the Radigan Media family of locally owned radio stations.
Picture this, a brighter financial future that's just a conversation away. At IRFCU, we're not just a credit union, we're your financial ally. Imagine having access to expert financial counseling tailored just for you. And the best part, it's absolutely free for our members. Whether you're saving for a home, planning for the future, or just need a budget tune-up, visit IRFCU online at IngersollRandFCU.com or stop into our nearest branch.
When you're looking to broadcast your product, service, brand, or event to a large audience, Radigan Media can help.
Whether you need us to solve a short-term problem, manage a campaign, or run your whole marketing department, our team of experts can help you with whatever you need.
With popular FM brands in Corning, Elmira, Waverly, Sayre, Towanda, Owego, and Binghamton, chances are we have the reach you need.
Plus, we now have every mainstream format, from adult contemporary to hot adult contemporary, top 40, country, news talk, classic country, classic hits, and classic rock.
Radigan Media services every demographic, driving results for you. And if you're looking for something super targeted, our full suite of digital products can deliver the exact customer you're searching for.
So for your next event, bright idea, or maybe some brand awareness, start here. 17 signals, one team, locally owned and family operated.
Big enough to work, small enough to care.
Radigan Media.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
Welcome back to the Sayre Theater, where the concession stands are open, and Scholarship Challenge is just plain agonizing this morning as we sit here and watch the judges' table eat all the candies. Really, guys? Really? You know, these questions aren't hard enough for these guys here to answer, and now we got to eat peanut M&Ms.
Cookie dough bites, too.
And cookie dough always make a stop at the... Sometimes when I'm driving by, I stop just to get stuff from the concession stand without even coming in for a movie. Just saying. All right, it is Scholarship Challenge. We are on stage with Northeast Bradford Panthers and the Wyalusing Rams. Northeast Bradford currently in the lead, 80-0. We're about to embark on 20-point questions, 10 questions, 20 points apiece. Here in this round. Stand by for that. First, we're going to pause to learn a little bit more about the Wyalusing School District from team captain Trenton Tewksbury.
Thank you. There are many things that can be said about Wyalusing Valley High School, or WVHS. Wyalusing is the home of the Rams, the green and gold. Our Scholarship Challenge team takes part in many extracurricular programs offered at our high school. Our team members are involved in several sports across all 3 seasons, including cross country, soccer, wrestling, track, and softball, and clubs of varying interests, including Leo Club, FBLA, band, and chorus. Our extracurricular involvement has resulted in a competitive spirit in our academic pursuits as well. As the motto of Scholarship Challenge says, we love the power of thought and the magic of the mind, embodied by this competition that has been a mainstay of the surrounding community for over 40 years. We would like to thank Choice 102 and Sayre Theater for continuing this tradition and for inviting Wyalusing to participate today. We would also like to wish all schools competing in Scholarship Challenge the best of luck.
Thank you very much, Trenton Tewksbury, team captain of the Wyalusing Rams. Choice 102 is our flagship station for Scholarship Challenge. Been running this program for 44 years. My wife Irene and I are very proud to be the hosts of the program as we continue on the great legacy of Chuck Carver, a longtime station owner of WATS and WAVR, who invented this program because he was bored and looking for something else to do back in 1981. What?
What is it, Sherry? 86.
That's not possible. It can't be 1986 because I am 2 years older than Scholarship Challenge. No, I'm not. I'm 2 years younger than Scholarship Challenge. Anyway, we're not.
With the questions, Dave?
Let's ask some questions. Sorry. Thank you. That's why Irene stands next to me. She keeps me a little focused. All right, you guys ready for some questions up here? Yes, please, mercifully. Okay. Here we go. What river in Tasmania shares its name with the river in Greek myth separating Earth from the underworld? Lila Hughes, Northeast Bradford.
The river Styx.
Styx, great band. Good job. Give the 5-letter word for a large scoop with a big handle used to put food on a plate. Cody Ray, Wyalusing Rams.
Ladle.
Ladle is correct, but I was hoping for an ice cream scoop. Yes, you can applaud to him. You can applaud to him. That was a bad joke. They didn't want to applaud because of my bad joke. I know. It's all right. The performance of this Handel piece caused a 3-hour traffic jam on London Bridge in 1749. Name this work whose third and fourth movements are La Paix and La Réjouissance. Music for the Royal Fireworks. A pathologist is a doctor who studies diseases. Spell pathologist. Kaya Frazier, Northeast Bradford.
PATHOLOGIST.
Excellent. Good job. That is correct. Name this term. This term is divided into two categories: globular, such as Omega Centauri, or open, such as Hyades and the Pleiades. Give this 7-letter term for a star collection held together by the gravitational attractions of its members to each other. Star cluster. Question 26 between Wyalusing and Northeast Bradford. Northeast Bradford in the lead, 120-20. Question 26. Give the word defined by Scholastic.com as the reorganization of voting districts by the party in power to ensure more votes for their candidates. Megan Salzman, Wyalusing.
Gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering is correct. Good job. I was going to go to you, Barada, if nobody got it right, as the mayor of Owego. All right. Question 27. In the 1700s, this present-day country was divided into 3 kingdoms, including one called Vientiane, that became part of neighboring Siam. What Asian nation that became a French protectorate before gaining independence in the 1950s has been a communist country since the end of the Vietnam War? Ed Eastman, Northeast.
Vietnam.
Incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Wyalusing. In the 1700s, this present-day country was divided into 3 kingdoms, including one called Vientiane, and became a part of neighboring Siam. What Asian nation that became a French protectorate before gaining independence in the 1950s has been a communist country since the end of the Vietnam War? Trenton Tewksbury, Wyalusing.
North Korea.
That is incorrect. Answer we were looking for, Laos. Question number 28. This disease can cause Parkinson's-like tremors, Alzheimer's-like dementia, and a loss of control of body movement known as chorea. Identify this disease of middle-aged people named for the scientist who first described it in 1872 that kills nerve cells in the brain. Huntington's disease. 2 questions left between Northeast Bradford and Wyalusing. Northeast Bradford in the lead. Teddy Roosevelt said of this man, he took part in an Indian war. He kept a country store. He read and studied, and at last he became a lawyer. Name this U.S. president whose 6-volume biography by Carl Sandburg is divided into the Prairie Years and the War Years. Abraham Lincoln. Final question. Director Martin Scorsese's movie Raging Bull features the character of Jake LaMotta, a real-life world champion in what sport? Boxing. That is the end of the match between Wyalusing Rams and Northeast Bradford Panthers. Congratulations, Northeast Bradford. 110-30 on this round. Great job, Wyalusing Rams. I appreciate you being here today and this year for Scholarship Challenge. Hope to see you back here again next year. Thanks, guys. Great job. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back on the stage, we'll have the Northeast Bradford Panthers face off against the Montrose Meteors to determine whose winning team will go to finals at Scholarship Challenge.
You're listening to Scholarship Challenge. We'll be right back with more from the Sayre Theater on the Radigan Media family of locally owned radio stations.
Now is the time to tackle debt with the Guthrie Community Credit Union. Transfer high-interest balances to a GCCU Visa credit card and save. Guthrie's Visa credit card features 0% APR for 12 months with no balance transfer or annual card fees. It could be a great way to consolidate and pay off high-interest debt sooner and for less. Apply online at GuthrieFCU.org and start your journey towards financial freedom. Certain restrictions apply. Membership eligibility is required. Guthrie Community Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender.
Effective ads grabbing my attention. Commercials so good, they deserve a mention. Local radio hits power shows every day, making businesses grow.
Americans depend on AM radio each month for news, weather, and emergency information. A new bill in Congress would make sure AM radio remains in cars, because when cell and internet services are down, this free service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to support the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
FCCB is proud to partner with Choice 102 for the 44th Annual Scholarship Challenge because they believe inspiring young minds is a mission that extends beyond the classroom. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders, and each has a gift to develop. By supporting local educational programs like Scholarship Challenge, FCCB is making an investment in the future. FCCB, committed to the communities they serve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At C&N, we know life is full of ands. There's tuition and books, down payments and renovations, car loans and repairs, babies and kids, and more kids. Whether you're just starting out or thinking about retirement, our products, services, and expertise will prepare you for all of life's ands. For a bank that's personal and professional, visit cnbankpa.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
One of the area's most respected law firms is also a longtime supporter of Scholarship Challenge. Attorneys R. Joseph Landy and Damian M. Rossetti wish all of today's participants a rewarding, positive experience. Founded more than 60 years ago by Robert J. Landy, the Landy and Rossetti law firm specializes in criminal defense, wrongful death, personal injury, estate planning, gas and mineral rights, civil and commercial litigation, real estate, commercial transactions, and family law. Landy and Rossetti on Desmond Street in downtown Sayre.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Irene Radigan.
Welcome back to the stage here at the Sayre Theater, Scholarship Challenge, year number 44, day number 2 of the broadcast here for this year. We'll have about 6 broadcasts, I think, in total. Yep, that's right, 6 broadcasts in total. If you're following along with our bracket on the Scholarship Challenge Facebook page, we also have it at myhometowntoday.com. We have 4 qualifying rounds, and then the finals. That's only 5 are extra day in there. The 6th day, which we do the week before finals, is middle school challenge, and that's confined to 1 day, and it's quite a bit fewer teams for the day, but it's just as much fun, and the questions are age appropriate, and it's very interesting to listen to that as well. So we'll do that together on I believe March 9th is that Saturday there. All right, back up on stage now. 2 teams that have already been on stage so far today. We are in our last match of the day here as we approach the 12 o'clock hour. We have the Montrose Meteors on stage along with the Northeast Bradford Panthers. And as a refresher here, to remind you who's who on the teams, Jack Benedict is here from Montrose Meteors. He's the team captain, along with Gage Taylor, Jeffrey Pardo, and Hannah Ribello. And from the Northeast Bradford Panthers, Ed Eastman, team captain, remains on stage, along with Kaya Frazier, Lila Hughes, and Jaden Fox is now back. We heard her read the team bio for Northeast Bradford just a few minutes ago. So welcome back on stage. We've got 30 fresh questions for the 8 of you. Same format, 10-point questions for round 1 and 2, 20-point questions for round 3. The winner of this match between Northeast Bradford and Montrose will be sent to Scholarship Challenge Finals on March 16th. Let's get into it now. What device is most often used by carpenters and craftsmen to create small, precise holes right where you need them? Ed Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
A drill press.
We'll take that. Drill is what we were looking for. The Martin Scorsese film Casino is set in what city famed for its gambling establishments? Lila Hughes, Northeast Bradford.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is correct. Give the term for an underground layer of material that stores groundwater. Kaya Frazier, Northeast.
A reservoir.
Incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Montrose. Give the term for an underground layer of Give the term for an underground layer of material that stores groundwater. Aquifer. Question number 4. Give the word that came to English from Japanese for a small wagon used as a taxi but pulled by a human instead of a machine. Rickshaw. Question 5. The U.S. state is the setting of the operas Harvey Milk and Girls of the Golden West, a takeoff on Puccini's opera Girl of the Golden West that is also set in this state's Sierra Nevada mountains. Which state is Gage Taylor, Montrose Meteors?
California.
California is correct. Good job. Gage just tied it up between Montrose and Northeast Bradford. Score is 10-10. Question 6. As a general, Zachary Taylor won the battles of Palo Alto, Monterey, and Buena Vista in what war? Ed Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
The Mexican-American War.
That is absolutely correct. Good job. Question number 7. This middle story of a trilogy mentions a typed report with a handwritten note at the end to exterminate all the brutes and a row of severed heads on stakes. Jake Benedict, Montrose.
Heart of Darkness.
Heart of Darkness. That is correct. Sorry, Jack. I'm getting older and my eyes can't decide whether my glasses are better or worse. Question number 8. What type of paintbrush whose bristles are flat at the bottom and rounded at the top is also a synonym for hazelnut? You got me on that one too. Filbert. Question number 9. One of its purposes is to allow an end to a debate without formally rejecting the legislation under discussion. Jack Benedict, Montrose.
Dissenting opinion.
Incorrect. We'll repeat for Northeast Bradford. One of its purposes is to allow an end to a debate without formally rejecting the legislation under discussion. Identify this procedure used by the U.S. Senate that, if agreed to by 60 senators, limits future debate on an issue to 30 hours. Cloture. Question 10. Between Montrose Meteors and Northeast Bradford Panthers, in the 1990s, Iraq invaded what small neighboring... Gage Taylor, Montrose.
Kuwait.
Kuwait is correct. Good job. And he just tied it up. Score is 20-20, Northeast Bradford and Montrose at the end of round 1. We'll go to break. When we come back, it's round 2. 10-point questions coming your way on Scholarship Challenge.
This is the award-winning Scholarship Challenge on WATS Sayre, WAVR FM Waverly, WEBO Owego, WTTC FM Towanda, WTXW Towanda, WOKN FM Southport, WLBY Elmira Heights Horseheads, and WELM Elmira. A presentation of the locally owned and operated Radigan Media Group and this station.
FCCB is proud to partner with Choice 102 for the 44th Annual Scholarship Challenge because they believe inspiring young minds is a mission that extends beyond the classroom. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders, and each has a gift to develop. By supporting local educational programs like Scholarship Challenge, FCCB is making an investment in the future. FCCB, committed to the communities they serve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
One of the most respected and appreciated businesses in the Valley community is Jeff Paul Plumbing, Heating, and Electric.
Serving residential and commercial customers for over 40 years. They started small and have continued to expand to meet the needs of the Twin Tiers.
Offering high-quality service with a personal touch. There's one goal at Jeff Paul: your complete satisfaction.
For plumbing, heating, and electrical, call Jeff Paul.
Driving down the road, tuning in my dial. Local radio playing songs with style. DJ's voice echoes through the countryside. Rhythm and beats taking me for a ride. Hey, hey, local radio, playing those songs you lift my spirit high. Local radio, on you I rely.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
12 o'clock here as we start to wind down our broadcast. Only 20 questions left on the broadcast for the day today. It's a qualifying round 2 today. Here and on stage with us is the Montrose Meteors and the Northeast Bradford Panthers. Just before the break, they tied it up. Score is 20-20 each. I've got 10 more 10-point questions to see what we can do here. Question number 11. At fancy French restaurants, yep, I love French questions. At fancy French restaurants, a pâtissier cooks what type of food? Pastries. Question 12. Top pro golfer Rory McIlroy is from what part of the United Kingdom that is not physically connected to England? Ed Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland is correct. Good job, Ed. Question 13. In The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Tom is raised by what aunt? Polly. Question 14. American artist Daniel Chester French's Revolutionary War statue called Minuteman can be seen on the North Bridge in what Massachusetts town site of a 1775 battle? Concord. Question 15. This terrorist organization attacked Israel in the fall of 2023. Identify this group that governs Ed Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
Hamas.
Hamas is correct. Caffeine is an ergogenic substance, meaning that it reduces a person's what when taken? Fatigue or tiredness. Question 17. Pencils and paper ready. A school with 300 students has 2 boys for every 3 girls. How many more boys would be needed to make equal numbers of boys and girls? Kaya Frazier, Northeast Bradford.
100.
That is incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Montrose. Pencils and paper ready. A school with 300 students has 2 boys for every 3 girls. How many more boys would be needed to make equal numbers of boys and girls? Jack Benedict, Montrose.
60.
60 is correct. Good job. Score is tied up again, 30-30 now. Fill in the blank in this line from the Declaration of Independence. For imposing blank on us without our consent. Grown-ups? Taxes. Question 19 between Montrose Meteors, Northeast Bradford Panthers. Pencils and paper ready. Give the oxidation number of the manganese atom in potassium permanganate. KMN. 04. Plus 7. Scores tied, 30-30. Question 20. What Charles Perrault story collection includes The Tales of Cinderella, Puss in Boots, and Little Red Riding Hood? Those would be The Tales of Mother Goose. All right, that's the end of round 2. Back to a commercial break. When we come back, only 10 questions left between Montrose Meteors and Northeast Bradford Panthers. Scores tied, 30-30 on Scholarship Challenge.
You're listening to Scholarship Challenge. We'll be right back with more from the Sayre Theater on the Radigan Media family of locally owned radio stations.
One of the area's most respected law firms is also a longtime supporter of Scholarship Challenge. Attorneys R. Joseph Landy and Damian M. Rossetti wish all of today's participants a rewarding, positive experience. Founded more than 60 years ago by Robert J. Landy, the Landy and Rossetti law firm specializes in criminal defense, wrongful death, personal injury, estate planning, gas and mineral rights, civil and commercial litigation, real estate, commercial transactions, and family law. Landy and Rossetti on Desmond Street in downtown Sayre.
When you're looking to broadcast your product, service, brand, or event to a large audience, Radigan Media can help.
Whether you need us to solve a short-term problem, manage a campaign, or run your whole marketing department, our team of experts can help you with whatever you need.
With popular FM brands in Corning, Elmira, Waverly, Sayre, Towanda, Owego, and Binghamton, chances are we have the reach you need.
Plus, we now have every mainstream format, from adult contemporary to hot adult contemporary, top 40, country, news talk, classic country, classic hits, and classic rock.
Radigan Media services every demographic, driving results for you. And if you're looking for something super targeted, our full suite of digital products can deliver the exact customer you're searching for.
So for your next event, bright idea, or maybe some brand awareness, start here. 17 signals, one team, locally owned and family operated.
Big enough to work, small enough to care.
Radigan Media.
Live from the Sayre Theater in Sayre, Pennsylvania, Choice FM proudly presents its signature community service event. Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
Do a quick recap of Scholarship Challenge so far this year. We started last Saturday, February 3rd at 10 a.m. here on the Sayre Theater stage with Athens Black Team and Spencer Van Etten. Spencer Van Etten won in that match and played against Horseheads, who had a bye in the first match. Then Horseheads defeated SVE and waited to find out who would win between Sayre Blue and Newark Valley. Well, between Sayre and Newark Valley won, so they went up against Horseheads, and then Newark Valley won again. And we'll see Newark Valley back here again for finals on March 16th. So far today, on our second day of Scholarship Challenge broadcasts this season, Athens Silver and Waverly Red started off our day with a victory for Waverly, who then played Montrose. Montrose then succeeded Waverly, waiting to find out who would win between Northeast Bradford and Wyalusing. So now we have Northeast Bradford on stage up against Montrose, as Northeast Bradford defeated Wyalusing. So it's Montrose Meteors and Northeast Bradford Panthers, 10 questions away from figuring out which one of these two teams goes to Scholarship Challenge finals with Newark Valley on March 16th. We'll have two more qualifying broadcasts, just like the one we've had here today, on February 24th and March 2nd, when we get Tioga, Sayre, Grace Christian Academy, Sullivan County, Canton, Tioga's second team, Waverly, Wellsboro, Notre Dame, Elmira, and Towanda, all still yet to participate in Scholarship Challenge this year. Pretty exciting so far. 20-point questions now on these last 10 questions to ask. The score is tied at 30 all. So anything can happen here on Scholarship Challenge. All right, it's the Montrose Meteors, Jack Benedict, Gage Taylor, Jeffrey Pardo, Hannah Rebello, and Northeast Bradford Panthers, Ed Eastman, Kaya Frazier, Lila Hughes, and Jaden Fox. You guys ready for the last 10 questions? Here we go. Question number 21. Which Montana city on the Yellowstone River is the state's largest by population? Billings. Question 22, pencils and paper ready. Find the determinant of the matrix whose top row is 4 and -1, and whose bottom row is -5 and 6. Five seconds to ring in. Time is up. Answer we're looking for, 19. Question number 23. What New Hampshire native and longtime Secretary of State negotiated an 1842 treaty, partly named for him, that resolved the border between Maine and Canada's New Brunswick province? Time is up. Daniel Webster. Question 24. 80% of the Japanese population lives on what largest Japanese island? Honshu. Question 25. What #1 business in cleaning products makes the Scentiva brand of disinfecting wipes in addition to its namesake chlorine bleach? Lila Hughes, Northeast Bradford.
Clorox.
Clorox is correct. Northeast Bradford pulls ahead 50-30 over Montrose. 5 questions to go, 20 points apiece. The friends Nadir and Zerga sing a friendship duet in this composer's work, The Pearl Fishers. Zuniga issues an arrest order near a cigarette factory in this composer's most famous work, which contains a habanera and a toreador song. Name this French composer of the opera Carmen. Bizet. Question 27. What Virginia Woolf title character spends her novel planning a party for the evening? The party concludes the book. Mrs. Dalloway. Question 28. Pencils and paper ready? Calculate the potential energy in joules stored in a spring with a spring constant of 50 newtons per meter that is compressed into a coil until it is 0.2 meters shorter than its full length. Time is up. 1 joule. You're welcome. Question number 29 between Montrose and Northeast Bradford. What Portuguese explorer sailed to India by way of the Cape of Good Hope? Gage Taylor, Montrose Meteors.
Vasco da Gama.
Very good. That just tied it back up 50-50 with 1 question left. Used in eye makeup in ancient Egypt, the trioxide form of this element is found in flame-retardant children's clothing and is also part of an alloy that strengthens lead. Name this element that combines with sulfur to make the mineral stibnite and has the chemical symbol SB. Ed Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
Antimony.
That is correct. Very good. Very, very good. Northeast Bradford Panthers pulled ahead at the last second to break a tie between Northeast Bradford and Montrose. Final score 70-50. Jack Benedict, Gage Taylor, Jeffrey Pardo, Anna Rebello. Did you guys have fun here today? Right down. You just never, ever know who's going to get it here at Scholarship Challenge. It's very exciting. Pleased to have you guys here with us today. Thank you so much for participating in Scholarship Challenge number 44. Ed Eastman, Kaya Frazier, Lila Hughes, Jaden Fox. How's your day today?
Very good.
So far, so good. You guys busy on March 16th?
Not now. No.
Now you are. You're coming back to Scholarship Challenge for finals. Congratulations. That's going to do it for today's broadcast. You're live from the Sayre Theater. Huge thank you to the BCRAC for hosting us here today at Sayre Theater. Giant thank you also to FCCB for being our presenting sponsors, and of course also to the Williams Toyota of Sayre dealership for sponsoring this broadcast so faithfully as well. Our production crew, thank you all very much. Our in-studio audience, our theater audience, thank you for being here today. Hope you've enjoyed the snacks. I'm about to go do the same myself. And we hope you'll join us back here in 2 weeks on this Radigan Media Group station for round 3 of Scholarship Challenge qualifiers. For the Radigan Media Group, Scholarship Challenge number 44, I'm Dave Radigan alongside my wife Irene Radigan. Thank you for listening today. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Of the Radigan Media Group in cooperation with area school districts of the Twin Tiers. Engineers for today's broadcast are Dean Luchaco, Kevin Luchaco, Larry Brown, Matt Lewis, and Pat McDonald. Station manager Sherry Iyer. Sponsorships by Irene Radigan and Richard Burgess. The creator of Scholarship Challenge is Chuck Carver. Station owners are Dave and Irene Radigan. Special thanks to the Bradford County Regional Arts Council for hosting us at the beautiful Sayre Theater. On behalf of our students, advisors, school administrators, FCCB, and Williams Toyota, additional sponsors, and station staff, thank you for listening to Scholarship Challenge on the Radigan Media Group locally owned family of radio stations. WATS Sayre, WAVR Waverly, WEVO Owego, WTTC FM Towanda, WTXW Towanda, WOKN FM Southport, WLVY Elmira Heights Horseheads, and WELM Elmira. Please join us back here next Saturday at 10 a.m. for the next round of Scholarship Challenge.